Hello everyone, I'm Yuri Matzo, and today we're going to be looking at the Honda hack for the Honda Ridgeline 2nd generation. I'll have a link down below in the description if you guys are interested in downloading this for yourselves. But for this video, I'm just going to show you how to download it quickly and then how to install it on your vehicle. Scrolling down, you can see there's two versions, a Pro version and a basic version. But at the end of this video, I'll give you my thoughts if you should go with the Pro version or the basic version. So after you selected which one you want to go with, you just have to fill in your credit card information. And then after you've submitted it, you'll get an email with a code and a link that you'll click on, and you'll just follow the instructions on it to download the file to an external USB. You'll take that USB, move to your Honda Ridgeline, and plug it in, and then proceed with the installation from there. Now you're going to insert your USB in the center console, and then you're just going to turn on the power. Once everything's loaded up, just press the home button and then go back and click on the menu icon. Then press install USB. And then click on the Honda Hack APK. Scroll all the way down to the bottom and then press install. Once it's completed its install, just open up the file. And then it's going to ask you what vehicle you have. You're going to select the Honda Ridgeline and continue. After it's done processing, it's going to tell you that you need to reboot your vehicle for 30 seconds, and then you can turn it right back on. Now that the reboot is done, just click that menu item again, and let's open up the Honda Hack. So we're going to go ahead and install some apps. By this time, you should probably already have Wi-Fi connected to your vehicle, either through your home or through your cell phone. And if you haven't, you can just go back into the settings on your head unit and you can just set it up there. Now it's going to tell you that there was an update and it's going to reset the head unit. So everything will shut down and it'll turn right back on again. Once it's restarted, we're just going to go back to the install apps. And we're going to scroll through and you select whichever apps you want. I'm going to go ahead and download Netflix first because that's the one that I'm most interested in. And then you wait for it to install. Once it's complete installing, you're just going to press OK and then download whatever else you want. I'm going to go ahead and download NewPipe, which is a version of YouTube, and then you wait for that to install as well. Now that it's completed the install, we're going to go back and now we're going to go test out each of these apps to make sure that they're working. First up, we open up NewPipe, the YouTube alternative. And I'm just going to go ahead and search my channel, Yuri Matzo, to make sure that everything is working. Now I'm just going to click on a sample video to make sure that it'll work and show you guys how it looks like on the screen. Unfortunately, when I was recording these videos, my phone was connected to the Bluetooth, so all you're going to be able to see is just how it looks like on the screen without any sound. If you guys like this video, please hit that like button and consider subscribing to the channel to see more videos like this. So now we're going to go ahead and check out Netflix, and when it starts up, it's going to ask you if you want to update the Netflix. You're just going to press cancel. For some reason, if you press OK, it kind of goes into limbo and it just is looking for an update for a very long time. Now we're going to go ahead and click on the sign in, type in our email and our password to log into our account. Now select the profile that you're going to be using, and just like usual, you're going to have a list of videos to watch. For this test, we're going to go and look at Angry Birds, and we're going to see how that looks on the screen. Now again, I don't have sound on this as well because of the Bluetooth connectivity with the phone in the car, so you're just going to have to imagine what that sounds like, and this is just going to be the image quality and just to show you that Netflix is working on the Honda head unit. We're going to go back now and we're going to look at some other options that are in that Honda hack. We're going to look at the startup settings. And so when you get that pop-up right when the vehicle just starts, you can have the vehicle just press that OK button for you. And right here you can put the delay, how fast you want it to press OK. And so now I'm going to restart it just to show you what happens when you turn on and off your car. So the notice is popping up, and you can see that it just clicked the OK button for us. So that's the small little convenience that you gain from this Honda hack. Now you can have apps launch automatically when you start your vehicle, and you have a very small list of items that you can select, but I don't see that there's any use for this. So we're going to go down the list, look at navigation settings and the GPS settings. All it is turning on and off your GPS, and there's no use for it because if you don't have it on, then you can't use your navigation. The auto run manager allows you to keep apps from starting up immediately, so that's kind of nice. So I just automatically click to Netflix and New Pipe so they don't slow down my head unit any more than it already is. Now there are steering wheel controls and remapping, and if that's something that you're looking at doing, I honestly don't see any use for it because all you can do is just remap some of the apps that you've downloaded, and I just feel like it's just better just to go into that menu icon and just select the apps that you want to use from there. There's optimization where you can free memory, clear cache, and clean internal storage. And that's pretty much it. So we're just going to go back to the apps that you can install, and I'll let you quickly just look through and see what are the options for the install. It's pretty basic and bare bones. Honestly, I would expect that there would be a little bit more to select from, but that's what we have to play with. Now it is pretty cool that if you're going to go to the dealership, just so you don't void your warranty, you can click hide all your apps, write down the code, and then it'll just hide everything off your screen. And so when you're done at the dealership and you get your vehicle back, you can just go ahead and put everything back where it was. Now I will go ahead and say that I'm a little bit disappointed that one of the main features that I was hoping that might be here would be to have the ability to touch the screen and make changes to your destination, or in this case, the Honda hack, you can't access it once it's driving. So here's going to be a good example. So this is a little bit frustrating and a little disappointing that we're not able to access the Honda hack. So you have to already know ahead of time that you're going to be using it, or else this is kind of useless. So if you're going to go ahead and get this, I would just recommend get the basic, because honestly there's nothing pro about this and it's not worth that extra price. Thank you guys for watching.